Hello wrestling fans, the Wrestling Wizard here and welcome to another video. So it goes without saying, there will never be another Bray Wyatt. Bray Wyatt cannot be replicated. He was one in a trillion. He was so unique, he was so dynamic. The creative input that he gave to our wrestling community will never be matched. And of course, at this moment, we are still mourning as fans the tragic loss of Wyndham Rotunda, aka Bray Wyatt. However, as wrestling fans, we've got to try and be positive and look ahead to the future. Bray will never be replaced. However, there are several interesting dynamic acts within WWE that bring that something different. There are so many unique acts out there at the moment, such as Karrion Kross and Scarlett, Nikki Cross, Dexter Lumis, Unholy Union, Alba Fire and Isla Dawn, Joe Gacy, and of course Bo Dallas, which we'll come on to in a moment. And if you look at characters like Karrion Kross, there's so much untapped potential. Yes, his WWE return hasn't exactly set the world alight, but there's something there. He's got that it factor, the chemistry with Scarlett. He's so cryptic with a lot of his promos. There's so much meaning behind them. And I think he is just an explosion waiting to happen. In a good way. I think suddenly, if he finds the right path, he is going to take things to the next level. He was extremely close to Bray, or at least Bray meant a lot to him. I mean, he even got the Bray Moth logo tattoo on him after the sad passing of Bray. Like, obviously, Bray Wyatt was a huge inspiration to him. So this has got to be lighting a fire behind Karrion Kross. And this is a big moment for him to get on that stage and shine. Maybe even start his very own faction. Another name that comes up an awful lot is Joe Gacy, of course, NXT member. And surely it's only a matter of time until he gets promoted to the main roster. Of course, Schism member, leader, someone that brings that supernatural sprinkle to WWE. He's a unique character, so of course he will get criticised. And yes, he hasn't fully lived up to his potential, but I believe the potential is there and he will succeed on the main roster. Allegedly, he's a Triple H guy. Triple H is massively behind Joe Gacy, so surely the world's his oyster. Give him his chance to shine. There are also forgotten superstars such as Nikki Cross and Dexter Lumis that again have so much potential and could work really well as part of a faction. They're these sort of larger than life characters, crazed characters that you take one glance at and you run a million miles. And I honestly feel those are the type of characters that could benefit from being part of a group. Nikki Cross isn't really being utilised at all at the moment, and Dexter Lumis hasn't really been utilised the way he can be, and he's certainly not living up to his potential. He just hasn't been booked the way I think he could be. Then of course you've got the witchy duo comprising of Alba Fire and Isla Dawn, of course Unholy Union. There's so much untapped potential right there. The witchy act vowed to cast a spell on the women's tag team division, and I believe they're going to do just that. Of course, former NXT tag team champions, and again, there's so much there with that act. They are so unique. They stand out from your regular tag team act within the women's division, and again, I think they work really well alongside a faction. Specifically, to be honest with you, a faction potentially led by someone like Karrion Kross. I think visually that would be really, really cool. And of course, we can't talk about a WWE future in the absence of Bray without talking about Wyndham's brother, in of course Bo Dallas, aka Taylor Rotunda. And you've got to think right now about him personally. Like, he's mourning the tragic loss of his brother. He shouldn't rush back to WWE by any means. But I'm pretty confident that Triple H and co will welcome Bo Dallas back with open arms to honour the legacy of Bray Wyatt in good time when he feels ready. And honestly, I would love to see Bo Dallas return. Question marks are up there in regards to the Uncle Howdy gimmick. I personally don't think they'd be able to play that out in the absence of Bray Wyatt. Maybe he takes his mask off and reveals it was him all along, gets closure on that, and then goes to rewrite his own legacy within WWE. And that'd be pretty cool. But to be fair, if you get even a million miles away from where Bray was in WWE, you've done pretty well. So let's give these acts a chance to shine, to live up to their full potential, and see what the future holds and try and be positive about it moving forward, because WWE is in a great place and I think it's only going to get stronger and stronger as the time goes on. But again, get down in the comments section, share your thoughts and opinions. What are your thoughts on future gimmicks that are sort of supernatural-esque or bring that witchy element or something completely dynamic to WWE? What do you think? Sound off in the comments section. And as always, it'd be very much appreciated if you could like the video, share the video, and even better, subscribe if you're new. We'll catch you in the next one.